What's up, world? It's your girl, comedian Miss Arkansas, and we are zooming through this pandemic. No, it do not mean we going through it fast. It only means we're going through it together. And I have a very, very special guest on with me today, all the way from the UK. Let me try to explain a little bit about him, and then he'll get to tell you more about him. Let's see. First of all, his name is Chris Payne, also known as Champayne. He is a UK singer and songwriter who produced and published 8 albums, y'all, during this pandemic on his iPhone. And when I say it sounds like it came from the record store, yes, amazing. He ranged anywhere from R&B to funk and pop music and all that stuff, but he gonna tell y'all more about him. Shout out to my boy, our boy, Greg, for the hookup. I seen him the other night on his podcast, and now I'm blessed to have him on mine. So y'all help me welcome the talented Mr. Champagne, all the way from the UK. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's
Oh
an
my
honor.
God, I can't quit smiling.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
So
you'll have to excuse me.
I start off by first saying, who or what inspired you to be a singer or artist?
I've been making music since I was about 11 years old, really. And my main inspirations have always really been Prince, Michael Jackson, Madonna, all the sort of big 1980s mega stars, because I was born in the
Okay.
80s. Um,
Wow.
yeah, yeah, and I used to play saxophone and clarinet when I was at school, and my dad was always heavily into music and is a guitarist. So
Okay.
I come so it's always been in something I've always wanted to do.
So is
Not
it
something I've
it
ever done
runs in the family?
professionally. Beg your pardon.
So it runs in the family.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, from my granddad and my dad, and yeah, me.
Oh wow. So where have you performed?
I've performed not many times on my own. I've never performed solo, but I've worked in sort of like local garage, sort of like garage rock bands. Maybe probably maybe about 5 or 6 times at the most. But then it wouldn't have been singing. It would have either been playing keyboards or saxophone.
Oh, so you play instruments too.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
wow, so you got a few talents.
I'd like to think so. Well, I do prefer singing more than anything. I prefer singing and above all else, writing and producing. I've never.
Okay.
I would love to perform. I'd love to perform my music live someday when we get back to normal somehow.
Mention of Norma, how is it over in the UK, concerning this stuff that's going on, the pandemic?
Pretty bad still. Pretty. But I think we've got it probably worse than a lot of countries in the world, just purely because it hasn't been handled or managed very well from the beginning. So we're still in lockdown. We're in full lockdown.
Wow.
Um, and I don't think will probably come out until about May. That's what they're thinking. Full, as in full lockdown. We won't come out until May. So the only things that are open here are supermarkets, anywhere that sells food. Uh,
Right.
that's it. There's nowhere else.
Oh
And yeah, it's been
wow.
pretty much like that. We had a brief moment last summer where everything opened up for about 2 or 3 months, but then people, it started to rise in cases people
They
started
won't
dying.
do right. They don't want to wear their mask. They don't want to stay their
No,
distance.
no, it's terrible for that in this country. And of course, it's such a small country with over 60 million people. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone just does what they want to do and ignores all the rules and all the advice, it keeps coming back.
So
So
are
it's
you guys having people dying like over here in the US?
well, I think we've got the highest death rate in the world.
Oh wow.
Yeah, in the UK, it's not something that's been heavily publicised, but yeah, we still have obviously with the population, the ratio where I think we're still having upwards of 1,000 people a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. I hate to hear that. Well, you stay safe out there, because we
Well,
need
that's
your
it. Thankfully,
music
I've not
over.
had it.
We
I've
need
not.
your music over here in the US.
That's what's been keeping me sane, to be honest, being locked down because I've not been working. I've been basically stuck indoors for nearly 12 months now. It's crazy.
Wow.
Obviously, I got to go for a walk down the park. There's a park right on my doorstep, so I'm very
Right.
lucky to have that. I go and cycle and things. And when everything was open, took advantage of being able to go and have a drink now and then and that sort of thing. But
Mm-hmm.
no,
At
it's
first, I wasn't going nowhere but to like the grocery store, laundromat, or something like that. But lately, I've been out doing a few comedy shows. I still gotta eat, but at the same time, I'm being careful as I can, and I'm just
yeah,
staying prayed up and covered up. I wear my mask and I try to stay my distance. You know,
yeah.
so a lot of them
That's all
don't
you
want
can
to
do.
wear it, but I say if they catch something, they can't lie like they got it from me because I got my mask on.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's all you can do.
Right,
And wait. Hope and pray for to be vaccinated at some point.
right.
But
So you gonna take the shot?
when it comes around, yeah. But I think we're talking about another year for someone my age to get it here. Um,
I said
we'll
they gonna
see.
have to do me like in the movie. They gonna have to sneak behind me and stick me in my neck or my behind.
I don't mind needles. I'm okay with needles.
Mm,
No, it doesn't bother me.
wow.
But
If it was anyone in the world, dead, well, alive or dead, that you would want to or would have wanted to perform with or for, who would that have been?
it would have
Who
been
would it
Prince, no
be?
doubt. Yeah, Prince, no doubt. Absolutely. I got to see Prince live back in 2014. It was his last tour here it was his last tour worldwide, the Hit and Run tour. So I got to see him in 2014 here in the UK. And that, from having been a fan since I was a little kid, it was incredible to see him. But yeah, I'd definitely want to work with him.
Wow.
Um, that would be incredible.
Okay, cool. I
Yeah.
just performed with the impersonator of Prince and
Oh, really?
Michael Jackson. And
Prince and Michael Jackson.
yes, I was like, oh my God, it was amazing too, because they are amazing. They both had their own residency here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we all was booked on a show together. And I just felt
Oh,
like I was
cool.
with Michael and Prince.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I know which Michael Jackson one you mean. Who's in Vegas? I've seen videos of him before. He's incredible.
yes.
Absolutely
And he
incredible.
got a good spirit too. He ain't just somebody trying to be Michael. He a good guy.
Yeah, he's a massive lifelong fan, isn't
Wow.
he? Yeah.
So
No, that's
have you
cool.
ever been to the US?
Yeah, I've been 3 times. I've been to California, been to Vegas 3 times, been to New York.
Okay.
Really lucky. Absolutely love it there. Love Southern California, San Diego, um, Vegas.
Yes.
There's,
I
you know,
lived in
obviously.
California for 12 years and now I'm out here in Vegas. Look like 3 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. That would be one of my dreams as well. Would be to at some point in the future at least live there for a few years. I think.
Yeah. Bring that music on over here. I really enjoyed it when Greg was playing it on his podcast, I don't know if it was my speaker or his speaker, but
Yeah.
it was, I could hear it and it sound good, but
Thank
the
you.
sound on it or whatever, something was wrong. Not with your
Thank
music,
you.
with the computer. So
Thank you.
he gonna have
It's
to
it's
put
just
it like on
it's
one of
very
the little cards or something, and then put it in the computer.
yeah, yeah. That's one thing I always wonder about when I do, because I do live streams on Facebook,
hmm
usually just on my own profile, just for friends to see, really, and just to record for myself.
Well, I'm
Um,
glad we friends on Facebook because when I
yeah,
upload this, I can tag you in it.
cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Wow.
Um,
So, Mr. Champagne, where did you get that name from?
it was just been it was all it's always been tongue in cheek. I just thought it'd be quite a cheesy name because that's obviously Chris Payne and a play on words, the surname Champagne. Or it was an idea I had that if I was ever to do drag, that would be my drag name. So it just came up. I used to record and release music under the name Nature's Jokes, which was a
hmm
very, very difficult name to kind of like explain and put across. But it was an idea, a working title for a band. So for many years, I tried to put a band together,
Oh,
and
okay.
it never seemed to work out.
I
But
think it's
so,
gonna work out. You just keep on doing what you're doing, keep
thank you.
producing awesome music, and then the rest of the people gonna want to join on anyway.
Well, that's it. And for me, it's not for any. I don't make music for any other reason than just like it's a cliche, but when people want to write or paint a picture or that sort of thing, that's the way I look
Right.
at it. And it's nice for me to be able to very quickly and cheaply release it through a distribution website, and it's
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, and then I can
Because
listen
you
to it
on
myself.
all the website platforms, or what they call them, all the platforms. So you
Yeah,
on Spotify and all that good stuff, right?
yeah, yes, everywhere.
And they just
I guess
look up
pay
Champagne or Chris Payne.
Champayne, one
Champagne.
word,
Okay.
Champayne. Yeah, I released my first album in 2016. Then didn't release anything until a couple of years ago on SoundCloud, and then last year, and then obviously started a tirade of albums. It was literally one every month or one every 6 weeks,
And
and
now
it
you
wasn't a
have eight
conscious thing.
albums.
But beg your pardon,
I say, and now you have 8 albums.
10 in total.
10? Oh my God.
So eight during the pandemic, eight since March last year, plus an EP and a few singles
Well,
has
when the
been.
pandemic go away and you decide to do a video, I'm gonna be one of your video girls. You see, I got a
Yeah.
different wig on from the night I met you on Greg's podcast.
Well, Greg was saying he would be interested in putting some kind of video together, didn't he?
Yeah, he said he gonna put something together. Shout out to him. He gonna
Yeah, yeah.
film my
Thank you so much to Greg.
comedy special also.
Okay,
So, and then we're gonna send it to Netflix and all those people so the money can go to rolling.
fantastic.
Yeah.
He's such a lovely guy from what I've seen.
I pray he feeling well. He wasn't feeling too good that night. Coming down with a little cold. I pray that's all it is. So
Oh
I'm praying
no.
he feel better on today.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
That's the first thing you think, isn't it?
Yeah.
First thing. Well, that's
I
the thing.
know I was telling them, I say years ago, when my children was young and I used to sneeze, they sounded like a little choir when they say, bless you.
Yeah.
I say, now when you sneeze, people cussing you out.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ain't no more bless you. You better get away from me.
Yeah,
Wow, it's sad though.
it
But
is.
I'm
It's getting
glad that
very.
you're still, staying busy.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think if I hadn't been concentrating on this, I said like I wouldn't say I would have gone mad, but because all you can do is just be thankful that you don't. I personally don't know anyone who's died or lost anyone else close to them
Mm-hmm.
over the past year, not personally. So all you can be is grateful and carry on looking after yourself and other people as much as possible.
Right.
But yeah, the music has obviously been a massive help to me because it's just getting a lot of my songs have been about obviously like millions of artists around the world are actually writing about the pandemic and writing about the lockdown. So there's a lot of songs on each album that probably mention it or are based on my experiences during it, or even I've commented on a lot of the political things that have been going on around the world, including everything, the crazy mess that's been happening over in your land.
Right.
Um,
No,
you
it
know,
ain't
if
mine. It's everybody. Like I say, this land is your land.
yeah,
It
that's
ain't
true.
my land. It's everybody land.
Yeah,
I just pray they do right by us so we can all get back to working and
yeah,
mingling and all that stuff. I don't want to see a lot of the people I used to see, but I would love to be able to go see some of the people.
yeah. That's it. I think that's another thing. It makes you take take stock of who's really important to you in your life, doesn't it? The people who you really want to see. It's
Right.
strange, but which people are good for you and have stayed in contact all throughout the lockdown.
You're
Definitely
right.
experienced that. Definitely experienced.
Wow. Well, maybe once all this stuff is over, I could get me a pass and come over to the UK and do some comedy.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
I believe they'll know what I'm talking about.
There's a big comedy club in not far from where I live in
Mhm.
Birmingham, which is a big city, called the Glee Club. It gets a lot of comedians around the world come there.
Oh,
Obviously, it's not going
cool.
to be anywhere as important as London, but we do have quite a bit of a comedy scene here as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So what are you working on now that you can share?
Right now, I was actually thinking. I started before Christmas. I started working on a documentary,
Mhm.
like a YouTube documentary, a video of how I started making music and what led to me producing these albums during the pandemic
Right.
and while. But I was also thinking of either doing that or as well as creating a podcast to talk about it and talk and again hopefully talk to other musicians who have been working in the same way in isolation. So that's
That's
that's one
like
thing.
my one son, not the one that was rapping, the one that was actually singing R&B.
Yeah.
Right now he doing time in the federal prison. But
Oh
he's
man.
still writing and making music even while doing his time. So he doing his time and not allowing his time to do him. And God say the
Fantastic.
same, he would be home before this year is over. So he got
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
good.
good stuff to put out there too. So I'm
Well, it's
excited
off.
about that. But like you say, being in isolation and being incarcerated is being isolated also,
Yeah,
and they have it
absolutely.
worse than us that's actually at home.
Yeah,
Because
I
we
can't
can
imagine
move around, we
how
can
bad it must be in
right,
inside any prison or jail this time in this period
right.
with no
Well,
contact. But it's just
I
like being
actually
in
have
hospital, isn't
two.
it?
I actually have two incarcerated. My baby boy, he doing time too. I think he letting his time do him,
Right.
But I'm praying for him. But when this stuff first started, he used to call all the time, Mama, the police is coughing and sneezing and stuff, and a couple of my cellmates had the coronavirus, and and like I told him, I can't be there. But the
Yeah.
God I serve is there. So you just got to stay prayed up and trust that God is with you and stay out the way. That's all I can tell you to do. You
Yeah.
know, you got
Oh,
it ain't like we out here turning up. You know, it's like we locked up too.
you can't imagine. You just yeah, yeah, exactly. But
Wow,
you can't imagine what it must be like.
you right. So Champagne, Mr. Champagne, can you play a couple of your songs or sing a couple of your songs or something for me?
I could maybe yeah sing some if I connect my phone to my speaker.
Okay.
By all means, I can do that. I can't do it. I don't know how to get music working through Zoom
Mm-hmm.
in terms of playing.
I haven't learned out how to go live where it's live with Facebook and all that stuff. So I eventually figure that out.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. This coming Saturday would be my birthday, so I'm gonna have me a Zoom birthday party.
Oh, many happy returns.
Yes. So
I was very lucky. I had my birthday when the bars were open last year for a brief time.
well, I had them all the way up until I was 51. Now on my 52nd birthday, I will be on Zoom.
Oh, it's not good.
Somebody trying to plan a little something for me later on that evening. You know,
Ah, okay.
there'd be like 5 or 6 of us somewhere, not no whole
Yeah.
lot of people. So if that go well, that's cool too. If it don't, my Zoom celebration would be enough for me.
There you go. That's good. You still get to see people.
Yes, from all around the world.
Awesome.
Yes.
Right. So it just depends what shall I sing? What kind of song? And from which album? See, that's the thing. It's very daunting when I look at my catalogue of music now.
You're R&B,
I like a lot of R&B. I try to make
and
very
then your second
uh,
one can be whatever you choose, but let
okay.
one of them be an R&B song. Let's
Okay.
show them
Okay.
what you working with.
Okay.
All right, child, you getting ready to hear the lovely, talented Mr. Champagne. I was getting ready to say his first name, but Mr. Champagne, all the way from the UK, here in the
Woohoo.
US, with Miss Arkansas.
Right. So this song. Oh, which one? Which one? Which one do I do?
I was gonna
One
say
that I can
which
remember.
one your favorite, but if you sing all the time and write all the time, I'm sure all of them is your favorite.
Yeah, I do, but I do have ones that I don't listen to my own music all the time, but when I do listen to my own music, there are the ones that I go back to that I like.
Okay.
Um, okay, y'all, this song is a bit of a party track, but it's still got a bit of an R&B vibe. It's called Left to Right. It's about do you remember? Well, the words are, do you remember what it was like all together on a Saturday night? So, you know, obviously before the pandemic. Is that loud enough?
Yeah.
Table full of roses, maybe they'll last longer than before, but when they go, maybe love me even more. Pour the coffee out. I know I can't blame me when I scream and shout, but I'm cooking up so much better than before. Sitting in the sunny kitchen, writing rhymes, licking my stitches. Maybe I can break the chain. I know I'm only 3 albums in. What it was like all together on a Saturday night. Do you remember? I think you might. Bop your head left to right, bop your head left to right. The party was a game, trying hard to keep your mind sane. But when that piano plays like velvet, I won't regret. I can't forget the days I used to spend whiling away on the dance floor. What it was like all together on a Saturday night. Do you remember? I think you might. Bop your head left to right, bop your head left to right. The feeling just ain't the same. Running the music from my headphones to my brain. I can feel it in my lips, baby. I can feel it in my lips when I kiss you. It was like all together on a Saturday night. On a Saturday, I think you might pop your head left to right. Do you remember what it was like all together on a Saturday night? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. There you go, that was left to right.
Oh, I love it.
Thank
I can
you.
see that being played at a nightclub or a party somewhere and we turned up.
Yeah, it's quite chilled, isn't it?
Yes, I love it.
I like that.
Wow. Look, my jaw's hurting.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I've got songs like that. A lot of them are a lot heavier, a lot more. I wouldn't like to say depressing, but you know, I like to try and make a wide range of
Mm-hmm.
sounds. Try to express things. Or just it depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on the weather.
Right.
I think
Depending
because
on the weather.
yeah. So yeah, if it's last year when we had a bit of a heat wave, I produced a very summery sounding album, and then as soon as the winter comes, the music I make tends to change. It's just
Okay.
moods, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood you're in.
Yeah.
Wow. That was amazing. You got one more?
Thank you. Yeah, I can do one more. Oh, I don't know if my voice is up to doing this one, but I think I will.
Okay.
Okay, I'll try it. Only saying that because I was up till about 4 a.m. last night, and it's now 2
And
a.m.
mention,
this
I was
morning.
gonna say, mention the time. What time is it there? It's like getting ready to be 6 p.m. here, and it's actually what time where you are?
It's nearly 2 a.m. now.
Oh, ain't no way in the world I'll be up at 2 o'clock talking to you.
I've no idea what time it is anymore, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, I was up far too late drinking last night, partying.
I had a long night. It was fun though. First I went to this Lady Brandy's spot. It's jazz and blues and good food.
Oh,
Shout out to
nice.
Chef Betters. That food was delicious. I enjoyed some of the jazz. Then I had to leave early to go over to Tempo Ultra Lounge with my boy Big Doc.
Oh,
He put together an amazing comedy show. It was myself, my brother in comedy, AD, uh, Antoine Knight, my boy Melvin Washington Jr., and then we had an amazing DJ Mellow B, all the way from Arizona. So it was a night
cool.
to remember. Everybody
Oh, you're
really
making me so
enjoyed their
jealous.
Valentine. Yes.
I'm so jealous being able to go out and do things and meet people and see
You
and
know,
listen to.
Vegas, it's shut down, but it have a few things that you could do here, whatever. You just
Yeah.
got to be careful doing them.
Right. Okay.
You know, they say California is all the way shut down. I know Southern California. I'm not sure about Northern, but they say ain't nothing open in Southern California.
No,
The
LA
regular
in
stuff,
particular.
like you say, the doctors and the food and stuff that you really need. So other than that, they ain't playing with them.
It's just people not. Yeah, it will come to an end. This too shall pass, I think.
That's exactly what I am believing. And
Mm.
you know, I just want to share this. I was trying to find me another apartment because they went up on my rent again. And I'm like, this is really not worth what they asking for. But you know, my lease is up in less than 30 more days. And I'm
Right.
like, man, it's different when you got like some months to pack and move, but 30 days.
Oh
But
no.
I just like how God worked. A couple of my friends reached out to me and said they would help me with the difference so I won't have to move.
Oh, cool.
I'm like,
Well,
wow.
that's much
I
better.
said, man, you just gotta trust him. When you don't know what's up, just know he up to something.
Yeah,
So I'm all
definitely.
right now. I feel 100 pounds lighter because of them. Or should I say because of
Fantastic.
him?
That's
Yes.
really good.
So what you singing for us now?
Um, I'm gonna do a lot of the tracks I make are very old school hip hop sounding.
Okay.
This song is from an album I released back in, I think it was November, called "Let It Be Known," as
Okay.
in just
Let
whatever
it
you.
be known, y'all, by
Let
Champayne.
it be known. Very very serious sounding title.
Okay.
With a shock and a lock, they get you down. Everything they got will come back round. Everybody needs it, that they come out. Everybody feels it, bring it around. Green eyes, envy, getting paid, wasting away, wasting time. I can see it, been here before, every day of my life. Tell me what you want before you let it be known. Tell me what you know before you let it go. Tell me what you know before you let it be known. Tell me what you know before you let it go. Let it be known. Double check. There's a shake and a shake. On the magnitude, it's a 7 on the scale, or maybe more. Everybody needs it. That little something pulling out in from your pocket. So build those dreams down below. Tell us what you want before you let it be known. Show us what you got before you let it all go. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. Show us what you got. You gotta hit 'em hard. You gotta hit 'em hard. Gotta hit 'em hard. Gotta hit 'em hard. Show us what you got before you let it be known. Show me what you know before you let it all go.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody needs it. That's something on. Back into your dreams, yeah. That's something on. Everybody feels it. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. Everybody feels it. Oh, give me something. Tell me what you know before. Give me something. Give me what you know. You let it be known before you let it be known.
Wow.
Very old school.
Wow. You
So
have
yeah.
made my day.
Thank you.
Wow. See, I can look back on this, once your music get on out there and you get that big old check and all on all these big networks and stuff, I can say, "Oh my God, not only did I do an interview with him, he sung for me."
Thank you.
Wow. So anything you want to share before we get off of here? Not where they can find you and nothing like that. That come a little later.
Yeah, yeah, no. I don't know. I suppose I'd like to add. Obviously, we have. You briefly mentioned it in the beginning that I made all the music on my iPhone, and not that I'm bragging or boasting, because I'm sure there's just equally, if not infinitely more talented people out there who do the same sort of thing. But I think what I'd like to say to anyone watching it is, if you've got it in you, if you want to make music, you can. And I think it's you can do what I do. You can connect whatever you want to a phone or an iPad or a computer. And if you wanted to try it, just do it and just practice.
I
Um,
know Greg says something about an app by the name of Garage. I was like, man, I seen that on my phone. I was like, I ain't in no garage. And he
yeah,
was like,
GarageBand, yeah, GarageBand. It's a free app you can get on the
it's on
iPhone and
my
the
phone.
iPad.
I didn't know what it was, but now that I know what
Yeah.
it is, I love singing karaoke. Maybe I'll play with it one day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's good fun. I mean, if you like that song I just played there, you hear that sax solo
Right.
in the middle. That's just a loop that's in GarageBand.
Oh,
But
wow.
so a lot of the music I make, I either physically compose it and make it myself on the fly using the little keyboard on the screen, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll sometimes make the beats myself. But sometimes I'll just to get an idea. I'll drag and drop loops and samples that are there's thousands of samples in there,
Okay.
um, and change the pitch or change the key and the tempo and whatever. And sometimes I'll end up creating an entire song from that. And even though
Wow.
obviously other people might be using these loops, there's enough things you can do to change it and make it unique. And yeah, it's just good for
Wow.
me. It's just what I do. I do it for fun.
So you, in other words, play with it till you get it right.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I've been doing computer music using sequences and that sort of thing since I was very young, since I was about 10, 11. And so I've got years of practice. So I think it can be daunting to a lot of people.
Okay.
Um,
Do you know other artists in the UK that you are close to, like other singers or rappers or comedians or?
this is I'm very insular. I don't tend to. Once I've made my music and put it out there, I get quite complacent and lazy and don't do anything with it. I have friends who listen to my music, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the lockdown is teaching me and forcing me to do is now, come on, you've made all this music, you've got to do something with it now.
Right.
You have to. It's pointless just carrying on putting it out there and knowing myself that it keeps getting better. I'd like to think I keep it.
Well, I heard Greg say, that he want to put some kind of video together with some of your music in it. So let's see what that do. Who
That'd be
knows?
awesome.
That might take off.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not. I haven't got any real end goal in mind. Maybe apart from being able to, like I said, perform my music live when live venues are up and running again.
Okay.
But also, yeah, just to speak to other artists and people online like I am now, which is
Mm-hmm.
not something I've really bothered to try and do in the past.
Well,
Um,
since this a new era in life, how about trying something new? Try
exactly.
to get connected with some of these people, because you might have something to sell them if you know what I'm saying. Because
Yeah,
some big
exactly.
stars buy music,
That's it.
so
And
you never know. I'm not just saying I like it because you on here. I like it because I like it.
Well,
And I
thank you.
really
I'm glad you
enjoyed
did.
it that night on Greg's show. And that's why I was like, oh, I love to interview him.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, yeah, it's great. Great opportunity. Thank you so much.
And this interview gonna open doors for some more interviews because people gonna want to know who is this Champayne guy.
Yeah, and if anybody's interested who watches interested in collaborating in some way, or you want me to write a song for you, and we can record things remotely, I can produce things remotely, even though I'm only using my little phone, my
I've
iPhone.
been told
You
I
know,
can sing.
everything
Write
on
me a
here.
song. Look, I've
Yeah,
been told I can
cool.
sing. Write me a song.
I've got so many instrumental tracks that I've never finished and never turned
Look,
into
I
songs.
sing it
Cool.
and I'll push it and I'll go out to different places and sing it. I do my part.
Well, you said so you like a lot of jazz music then?
Well, I went and listened to some on last night. You can't go wrong with jazz. You know, you can go
Well,
wrong with rap, but you can't go wrong with jazz.
yeah. Yeah, that's well. Yeah, I think you can go wrong with any type. God knows I've not
Well,
all of my music
don't
is
get me
improved.
wrong. There's some amazing rappers out there. You know what I'm saying? But it's some that sucks.
Yeah,
But I guess that's in anything, though.
it's whatever you like, isn't it? And
Right.
I think certainly it is true for everyone. Well, it is for
I
me. The
have a
older,
son that raps. I have a son that sing R&B. Actually, two of my sons rap. And I got
cool.
a grandson that raps. So, and he 15. I'm like, just imagine what he'll be by the time he turn 18. He'll be one of the hottest things out there.
Well, that's the amazing thing about rap music is it is a gateway for so many people into
Right.
music who don't or wouldn't feel comfortable either singing or playing instruments. That it's completely changed music.
Right.
So, since the late '70s when it came about, old Sugar Hill Gang and everyone.
Right. Oh, you was raised up on the right track. You know all them people, Prince and Sugar Hill Gang, and some people you be like Sugar Hill Gang, they be like Sugar who?
No, I like. I've got.
Wow.
I like. I'm good at like a music pub quiz.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Wow.
I've got a good knowledge of music. I like to think. Not very good taste. I do
Is
listen
it
to some
not a good
question.
taste?
I do listen to some questionable music,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we all do sometimes.
Wow.
Good.
So what's some of the platforms they can hear your music at?
Everywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Google, whichever you use. YouTube, you because the distributor I use, DistroKid, it automatically pushes it. I think that's like the link I shared with Greg the other night. Although it's not actually on a YouTube channel, you can play all my music for free on YouTube as well. So if you just
And
search for
that's under Champagne also.
yeah, Champayne, and it'll come up as a topic, and all my albums are listed there, and you can listen for free.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
You
but
can
yeah,
also go over there and subscribe.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. I'm not really on YouTube as a channel. I will be once I start completing this
Oh,
documentary.
okay. So meanwhile, just follow y'all. Then eventually we gonna want you to subscribe. But you can
Oh,
go over there and subscribe to
Champagne
my
music.
channel. Look up Comedian Miss Arkansas and subscribe to my channel. And when I
I've
see
done
that
that.
you have subscribed, I will also subscribe to yours. And before I let him tell y'all where to follow him, let me tell y'all, go over on IG and follow Miss Arkansas Comedian. And I'll follow you guys back. Help a sister get her numbers up.
You have to. Well, you'd be a fool not to follow you. I'm afraid.
Oh, thank you. Have you went on YouTube and checked out some of my comedy?
Yeah, I have actually. I was looking earlier. I was looking earlier. It was
Yeah,
making.
I
It was very
had
funny.
two amazing shows the weekend, so I'm still like on a high from that. And
Didn't
then
you have your dog on stage the other night?
actually that's a little pony that I have, and the security guard, he was like, you because I was talking about my dog. But I brought
Okay.
the little pony out there, and the man was like, "You need to bring your real dog if he trained." He said, "Cause that was funny." But it's a little pony I have, but everyone think it's a dog. I'm
Well, so
like,
it's
"No,
a,
that's a
but
little pony that twerks."
of
He
course.
actually be singing too, but by the music being up, you can't hear him singing. You just see him twerking.
Cool.
Yes, but I love it. I've been doing comedy a little over 30 years, and my mother used to always say, God's timing ain't your timing. And I'm glad she raised me like that because I would have already been rich, famous, and broke. But on today, I could truly say I didn't sell my soul, my gold, or my whole. And all kinds of things is going on, happening for me. And I'm just on a high right now, and it's not a drug or alcohol. I
That's
really
good.
can't explain it. I just know what I've been doing all these years as far as praying and grinding and crying and all that and seeing my work coming to pass, you know?
That's amazing to
Like,
hear. It's lovely to
wow.
have some good news.
Yes. So I'm gonna get me about 4 security guards, but I keep telling them I'm my own security. I can fight. Help me when number nine get in. I take care of 8 of them. Help me with number nine. And then I got two amazing hairstylists that will be joining on board with me. That's my girl Jelly from St. Louis, Missouri, and my sister Stacy Carradine, talk of the town in Arkansas. So I've been telling them that for many years, and it's getting ready to come to pass too. So
Awesome.
yes, I'm so excited. But I just want to shout out my 4 children and my 11 grandchildren. I just want to say I love you guys. Stay safe because you are the reason why I'm running hard as I'm running. So I just had to shout them out, let them know they are loved. Now you can send out some shouts out and let them know how they can follow you or find you.
Cool.
I think we need the followers, but you know, how can they
I
find?
definitely I need the followers. I do need.
Well, all of my people that don't mind following, make sure you follow him, okay? Because he
It's
is
Champayne. It's
amazing.
Champayne Music on Facebook. I do have a Facebook page just dedicated to the music side of things, where I share
Okay.
things that I don't share anywhere else.
Champagne music.
Um, Champayne Music, yeah. So if you search that on Facebook, the page will come up. Um, Apart from that, I suppose, yeah.
What is it over on IG? That's what we need the
It's
numbers.
on IG. This is Champayne. This is Champayne. Champayne. See, that's the only thing about my name is you type in Champayne in your keyboard, or you type it into any search engine
You're gonna
or
pop
in
up.
any app. It will try to correct it. So just make sure you look for Champayne with a
Okay.
Payne.
And that's like Miss Arkansas. You can Google me, Bing me, book me, but make sure you pay me.
Exactly.
Yes. Wow. Well, this have truly been an honor, and I'm not gonna hold you any longer since it's like AM your time.
That's cool. You're not holding me up to
Wow. So if you do a podcast, just let me know and I'll be a guest on yours. But before we go, can you tell the people that we just finished Zooming through the pandemic with comedian Miss Arkansas?
We have just finished zooming through the pandemic with comedian Ms. Arkansas.
Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Keep
Thank
the
you.
amazing music coming. And
Thank you so much.
God say the same. We will meet soon, not on Zoom.
Yes, that'd be awesome. But yeah, thank you so much. It's been wonderful. Pleasure.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I will be tagging you in this and just know it will also be on anchorfm.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitter, and a few other platforms. So I'm just gonna tag in all of them, and it'll be an honor if you could share.
Yeah, cool. Of course I will.
But
Definitely.
thank you again. Oh my God. Have a blessed one. And
You too.
let's do this again.
Yeah, I'd love that. Thank you so much.
Have a good night now.
Yeah, I'm going to go straight to bed.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Wow. Oh my God. Yes. That was Mr. Chris Payne, y'all, aka Champayne, an artist, an amazing artist, all the way from the UK, zooming through the pandemic with comedian Miss Arkansas. Listen, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll do the same. And please stay safe out there, y'all. Didn't you hear him say they are losing more people in the UK than we are here in the US? And we are really losing people here in the US. And I don't want it to be you. So please, please stay safe. Wear your mask. Stay your distance. And if we just have to, let's try staying home. Unless we just have to go. Other than that, you have been tuned in with your girl, comedian Miss Arkansas. And guess what? BNN News got some news for you. Catch me on the 25th. Let me find it so I can get it right. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some news up in it. Okay, bam, 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 bam. There it is. Okay, February the 25th, you can catch me at Sultan's Palace. That's gonna be at 8125 West Sahara Avenue here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Showtime 8 p.m. Only $20 to enter, and your $20 include 2 free drinks. You heard me? 2 free drinks. We got my boy Michael. Yo, we are special guests. The headline is Hamed. I guess I'm saying it right. Hamid. Y'all gonna know who he is. Look him up. He's well known, but he's the headliner. And we have special guest once again, Michael Yo. You've seen him on TV. Erwin San Juan, Miss Arkansas, Shane McMurdo, and my boy Amiro. Y'all know who he is. And my good friend Jason Rogers, the owner and founder of America Me Comedy. It's going down one more time, y'all, on the 25th here in Las Vegas. Get your ticket now. Let's see. By calling, you can RSVP right now by calling 702-330-0400. RSVP now, because seating are limited. But I hope to see your mask in the place laughing. And I am your girl, comedian Miss Arkansas. Peace, one love, much love, God love. I am out. Thank you again, Champayne. That was truly a blessing. So stay blessed. Peace.